forehead is turned into a 5 head. I think I'm going bald. Maybe we should talk about that. Anyways, all right. So part 2 of the drive up to Vipassana is up next. And I think what I'm talking about is going into detail about the Vipassana is. And I think I do mention that, S.N. Goenka, he's something about Vipassana, and I might have said he created it, but that's completely 100% wrong. He just began a sort of movement of how to practice Vipassana, or a philosophy on how to practice Vipassana, and incorporated a lot of the, I guess, Buddhist teachings and culture and into a more digestible, global, secular method. So yeah, I think that's I definitely misspoke there. And I probably veer off into other things as well. So there's part 2. Enjoy. Bye. So what do we do on this 10-day Vipassana silent retreat? The first 3 days are consistent of Anapana meditation, which is basically concentrating on your breathing. And what that does is kind of helps you focus on one thing, and you use that skill that you kind of train a little bit to help you with the whole body scanning of Vipassana. Anapana. I'm gonna have to look that up, make sure I get that right. But Anapana meditation, basically the first 3 days you're concentrating on the tip of your nose, and you're concentrating on your breath, and you're trying to feel sensations on your nose. You're trying to feel the sensations on your upper lip of your own breath. And the reason for that...
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
The reason for that is to really kind of focus in and narrow down. I should not be in this lane. I need to be one lane over. So the first 3 days of Anapana. Why do I have such a hard time saying that? First 3 days are just concentrating on your breath work, your breathing. And then on day 4 is when you start doing the body scans with Vipassana. Basically, you're kind of like starting from the center of your head, and you're kind of slowly scanning every part of your body, mentally scanning every part of your body. And you're kind of seeing, you're trying to notice things in your body that you normally don't notice because we're too busy, wrapped up in our own world, that we're not present enough, and we lose the ability to kind of feel the electricity going through our bodies, the neurotransmitters, and all the synapses reacting, and not necessarily saying that you'll feel that, but it's kind of the gist. The weird thing is that when I first went, I had no idea that this was something that, I was doing, or the objective or anything like that. And then maybe around like day 6 or day 7, I actually did start feeling the sensations that we're not supposed to be feeling, but I didn't know that you were actually supposed to feel that way. And then during some of the office hours, the private, where you get to
watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead,
where you're able to kind of like discuss, with words, any questions that you might have of the practice, while you're at the retreat. So you are allowed to ask questions or make requests if you're in pain or any kind of like medical need or anything like that. So it's not a cult, right? Which reminds me, I was really, I'm normally a very skeptical guy with most things. I think it served me well, but it's probably hindered some things in my life as well. But because I was skeptical, I was going into my first Vipassana retreat thinking, okay, once they start selling you Jesus or any kind of religion, you're out of there. And as soon as they start, interesting, unto you, the Savior is born. Great. I was afraid of any kind of proselytizing or evangelizing, but it's very secular, and lost my train of thought. Secular. Oh, as you know, I had my flags up. I had my guard up because, I didn't want to involve myself in a cult. Nobody goes into a cult wanting to join a cult, right? So I definitely had my feelers out, and it's not that at all. It's which I'm, super thankful for. Even with donations, I wish they were a little bit more aggressive with donations. Vipassana, these courses are all free. It's all donation based. And usually when it's like free or whatever, or you donate something, they like never stop bothering you about it, right? But with these guys, with Vipassana, like they ask, there's like a donation table set up at the end of the retreat, and then, they've got their website and they've got their centers around the country and around the world. But they've never sent me an email. Even during the pandemic, they never even sent me an email asking for money or donations or anything like that, which makes you want to give more. But at the same time, I feel like a little bit of a fundraising drive would be...
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
Would be beneficial, but maybe that's their thing. Maybe that's their, like, no matter what, this is what Goenka wanted. Goenka is I guess the spiritual leader or the teacher, that Vipassana is based on. So yeah. It's definitely not culty, although from the outside, looking from the outside in, it not definitely, but you can presume, when I tell people, oh, I'm going on a Vipassana 10-day silent retreat, and you can't talk, there's no internet, there's no, you're vegetarian, and no electricity, no nothing, right? Just totally off the grid, and all you're doing is waking up 4 o'clock in the morning, meditating till 9 o'clock at night. 10 days straight. And people are like, oh, that sounds like a cult, right? And I'm like, it does, doesn't it? But yeah, it's not that I've ever been in a cult before, but I definitely see people in cults today. But that's kind of veering off track a little bit. I kind of want to avoid all of that.
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
We are passing Newtown Sandy Hook. Always gives me goosebumps whenever I'm in Connecticut and I see that sign for Sandy Hook. It's just, it sucks. It's actually, I think, the anniversary, right? I think 12/14 was the day. So today's 12/18, so... God damn it, man.